The question on the table is, can you seed in one day, kill all the weeds in the same day, and fertilize in the same day? Well, that's a situation that I found myself in, not really because I wanted it that way, just because of weather conditions. Now, if you look at my plot behind me, it germinated quite well. And I'll explain to you how I got myself in that situation. I really wanted to follow Jeff Sturgis's plan. If you don't know who he is, certainly look him up. He really knows what he's talking about for food plots, especially for people who own small acreage like this. This is just 30 acres here, and I have a 1 acre plot. So I tried to follow his plan and kill off 3 times in the year. So I came up in May, killed it off. This was corn before, and I just mowed down the stalks, and I killed it off. It looked great. I came up in June. I killed it off, no weeds. But then early July I came up and killed it off, but I wasn't able to make it back after that until early August. Well, to my surprise, we got so much rain here that it disturbed the soil and the weed seeds came through. I had grass that was probably 4 or 5 inches tall, just green as could be through the whole thing. Well, I've got 300 pounds of rye in the back of my truck, and I've got 100 pounds of fertilizer. So what am I going to do? Well, Saturday it rains sheets. It rains buckets the whole day. I can't do anything. Well, Sunday I have a window, and that's all I have to get the seed in the ground. Well, my field is nothing but grass, weeds. So what we do is we come out in the morning, we spray the whole thing with glyphosate, 100%. And actually the grass was still wet, still had moisture on it, which is another thing you really don't want to do, but I had no choice. So I sprayed it all that day, came immediately out after that, spread 100 pounds of fertilizer on the acre, and then an hour later, this is a 5-hour window I had, an hour later, we came and spread the seed. Well, if you look up glyphosate, it'll only kill a growing plant, but it still made me nervous to spray glyphosate on the field and then seed that same day. But that's what I did. And as you can see, I had really, really good germination. And my biggest concern when I came back is what I sprayed going to be dead, because it rained that evening as well. It rained sheets again after I sprayed. Well, if you see the brown through the green, that's all that layer of grass that was there before I sprayed. Everything in this field died. So all the green that you see is that rye germinating. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to overseed it all again, just with the Earthway hand spreader, put another 100 pounds on. And if you follow Jeff Sturgis at all, he'll call it layering. It's actually a good thing to do, because as you can see, this is all growing at this height. And now the next batch will be growing under that, and that gives the deer that nice tender shoots to be able to eat. So yes, once again, in a 5-hour time period, I sprayed glyphosate, I seeded 200 pounds of rye per the acre, and I put 100 pounds of fertilizer on. And by the way, the glyphosate was 2 quarts for the 1 acre. I put that in a 15-gallon sprayer on the ATV and sprayed it. So obviously, it'd be nice to not do it in a time crunch, but if you are in a time crunch, you can get it done in 1 day. It's nice because as this seed germinated and came up, all the rest is dying, so there's no competition. So 5-hour time period, you can kill the weeds, you can put the seed down, and if you choose, you can fertilize. And this is what you get, a nice looking green plot that is really good. Winter Rye will be green still in December, and the deer love it.